Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. For those of you who don't know, I started Grumpy Old Fart to express my political and social opinions and to say things that I felt needed to be said. Unfortunately, YouTube started giving me strikes. As a hedge against this happening, I've created backup YouTube channels, Grumpy Old Gamer and Grumpy Old Ufologist. I also created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can find all of my stuff there, including my political opinion and current events. The link to my Rumble channel, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a Recon the Role-Playing Game stories on bad lieutenants. Years ago, I was playing in my friend Carl's Recon game. Carl insisted that we all run enlisted men so he could run an NPC lieutenant. And for those of you who don't know, an NPC is a non-player character. That's somebody that the dungeon master or the game master or the storyteller, whoever, in whatever game you're running, the guy running the game is also running the character. So, generally NPCs are useful to the group. They're not bad guys, but they're not being run by a player. They're being run by the game master. We didn't think anything about it, so we all rolled up our characters. I made a really great point man. On our first mission, we were reconning an area around a village. I was on point, slogging through a rice paddy. I made my alertness roll and saw a glint of metal in the trees to my left. I immediately took cover and used hand signals to tell the rest of the squad to take cover and wait for me to check it out. The lieutenant immediately ordered everyone to converge on me so he and I could talk. Exactly the opposite of what I suggested. The squad took cover with me. One mortar round later, we were all dead. The lieutenant got us all killed. For our next outing, I rolled up an RTO, a radio telephone operator, a radio man. He's the guy that wears the backpack radio so we can communicate with the people back at base. Our mission was to recon a path along a river where the VC had reportedly been running supplies. Our point man used hand signals to tell us to wait while he checked something out. A few minutes later, there was an explosion in the jungle where he had gone. The lieutenant ordered us to open fire and burn the jungle. We refused because our point man was still over there. The lieutenant began yelling and demanding we shoot up the tree line. He drew fire, and we all died. Yeah. Third time's the charm, right? For our next mission, I rolled up a sniper. We were ordered to fortify a village. We arrived at the village, and the lieutenant ordered us to begin digging trenches and laying concertina wire all over, setting up a perimeter. The lieutenant not only did not bother to alert the villagers to what we were doing, but adamantly refused to even talk to them. We tried to explain the situation, but the lieutenant basically chased the villagers off. The very first night, VC sympathizers in the village allowed VC into the village through a concealed tunnel. Once they were inside the perimeter, they killed us all in our sleep. Yeah, the whole point of fortifying the village was to get them on our side, to show that we were there to protect them. That didn't work out so well because of the lieutenant. I have heard horror stories about the real Vietnam War. Many of these stories center around idiot lieutenants trying to win the war single-handedly and not giving a shit about their men. Many stories we hear about Vietnam involve soldiers killing their own lieutenants out of a sense of self-preservation. Evidently, Carl was bound and determined to highlight just how bad lieutenants can be. The lieutenants Carl ran wouldn't have lasted the first day of the first mission in the real Vietnam. Thank God bad lieutenants of that caliber are a minuscule portion of the whole of lieutenants in our military. If they were the norm, our military would be in, oh my God, bad shape. Yeah, Carl's game didn't last long. We suggested that he allow one of us to roll up a lieutenant, but he didn't want to have none of that. So nobody wanted to play in his game after that. If the lieutenant's just going to get our dudes killed, what's the point, right? Oh well. Recon is a fun game, great Vietnam War type game. If you get a chance, check it out. Palladium Games, great game. But yeah, you got to be careful who's running it and what the specifics are. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.